Hello and welcome to be in Affinity. It'd be nice to be able to put motion into this bird here. So if we say, well, let's go to the motion blur and see what we can do. We go down to here and up to motion blur. And say let's put out a diagonal so it's coming sort of like swooping down. But if I turn it up here, all I'm getting is this kind of blur just if the bird disappears. You get the bits around the edge which you can get rid of with preserve alpha, but that's still not what we want. So I'm going to delete that. In fact, I'm going to take the bird out and do a blur separately. So I'm going to zoom into this, pick the selection brush, make sure I've got snap to edges selected, make sure I've got a reasonable brush that's about right. We find out fairly soon if you've got the right size brush or not. And make it a bit smaller to go down there. Sort of click to fill in bits. So you got pretty much it. Then hit refine, because refine will soften the edges as well, which is kind of what we need. That's good enough, so let's apply that. Then I'm going to hit Control C and Control V, which is going to give me an extra layer up here with just the bird in. I'm going to hit Control V again to get two copies and just drag one down the bottom. I might never need it, but it means I can come back to it without having to reselect it if I mess up or something or would want to do something else. So Control Z. Yeah, we'll get rid of those as marching ants. So let's go back out again here, and we're on the layer of this one. So we want to put on a motion blur onto the bird. I'll set the angle down here again. If I put preserve alpha on here, I run into trouble because if I turn the radius up here, the blur happens, look at this, only within the bird. But if I take off the preserve alpha, that's what I want. I want it to go outside that. So I can increase this. It's not going very far, but actually I can type in here and put a bigger number in. So let's say 800 or something like that. And look at the blur I got now. I got a lot more blur on this. What I'm going to do with this as well is I am going to, and it's gone both sides here, that's good, I want that. I'm going to hit merge on this. Normally I wouldn't, but it's calculation intensive, and with the other things I'm going to do it just slow down the whole thing. So let's just do that. And as I think about that, this is a very fast process on my thing, and even so it still takes its time to think about to just merge that, because I have to recalculate every pixel. So let's see how we're doing. Okay, there we go. Now then, we've got up here then, we've got our blur. That's all it is, a blur. But now what I can do, I can click on the move tool here, and it outlines it. I can move this blur around. So let's just put it up here in the direction of the bird. And that's good. Now we've got it fits in a bit better there. But what if I want to make some sort of curvy shape? Easy way to do that is I go down here to the perspective tool, right click on that, take the mesh warp tool. Now what I can do is start dragging things around, because if I move things around here, look, I can move this. Yeah, I can move this up here and go, oh, it looks nice. Whenever I get to a point I think I want to fix a point, click on that twice and that fixes the point. Now and I drag this again, it's only moving beyond that. So I can play around with this as much as I want. I can play with these little nodes here and make this sort of narrow in like it's coming from a further distance. You can play with the line and so on. So you can do quite a lot with that. But there you go, that's a way of getting yourself a merge. And you do apply when you're ready, and now we've got a blur. And that's pretty good. You can also with this, if you want to play with the subtlety of it, move that up and down. And if you, let's just go into the bird, it still looks a bit odd because the bird is kind of frozen. I'd like a bit of blur at the edge. So here I'm going to go back to the original, and I'm going to hit on this a motion blur on here, and I'm going to rotate that round to here, increase the blur up to here, so I got a bit of blur on the bird itself. Okay, and I'm going to bring this back and make sure this one underneath is not going to be affected. Turn that right off just to make sure. And I'm going to select this, open it up, go to the motion blur there and hit Control-I to invert the white to black so it all comes back. But now we're just going to get a paintbrush, get a colour and paint white just around the edges. What have I got around here? Opacity and hardness there. That's okay. That's about. You want a lowish opacity so you can do multiple strokes on this. You want to just bash it all back. And there you are. So you can just get in the edge of that. So there we go. There we have a diving bird with a locus, which is the path it's taken, being blurred out. Thank you very much for watching.